Edo State Governor Gordon Obaseki has reacted to the recent crisis rocking the People's Democratic Party (PDP). Obaseki took exception to Wike's attacks on him and his deputy, Philip Shaibu, saying that the People's Democratic Party (PDP) is not the personal property of the Rivers governor. Wike had described Shaibu as an ingrate for threatening to leave the party, threatening the party that there are alternatives to PDP. This is the same people that were kneeling down to beg for us to give them the umbrella. Today, you have the effrontery to threaten the PDP. Such a shame. These are the same people. When they were denied tickets under APC, they were running etasketa, begging everybody to give them an umbrella. And we gave them an umbrella, Wike had said. And he lost his local government when we were in Edo. He lost. And he would come out on television to threaten the party that there are alternatives. Look at the deputy governor. It is unfortunate. Reacting, Obaseki said he will not accept political bullies over and overlords, reminding Wike how he had dethroned bullies and high-handed leaders. The Edo governor emphasized that the state cannot be bought. In an advertorial newspapers on Monday, Obaseki accused Wike of unguarded and disruptive tendencies, urging party leaders to caution him. Defending his deputy over his remarks about Edo PDP, Obaseki said Wike should have taken a cue from the way the national chairman, Dr. Iyocha Ayu, responded to Shaibu's remark. He said if Governor Wike was one who would show respect and courtesy to his colleague governors, he would have ordinarily reached out to me to express his concerns about views made by my deputy governor, rather than embarking on his unwarranted public onslaught. My deputy governor was a former national president of the National Association of Nigerian Students, and his comment is representative of the essence of the nation's youth pollution, who are inclined to openly speak up and question the status quo. If Governor Wike cannot understand and adequately respond to the style and character of the Nigerian youth, how can he aspire to lead them? His Excellency Governor Wike should have taken a cue from the manner in which the national chairman of our party, Senator Dr. Iyocha Ayu, responded to my deputy's remarks as a conscientious leader who is able to show empathy and consideration. The concerns expressed by my deputy governor bordered on pertinent issues affecting the PDP in Edo State, which since the September 19, 2020 elections have been able to register over 500,000 members, and to date, these new members have not been properly integrated into our party after 2 years. On September 16, 2018, Governor Wike threatened the party that there would be grave consequences if it moved the national convention from Port Harcourt in the run-up to the 2019 presidential election. On September 12, 2019, Governor Wike also threatened to cause trouble for the party over the emergence of Honorable Ndudi Elumelu as the minority leader of the House of Representatives. Undoubtedly, Governor Wike has contributed to the advancement of the party, just like others since 1999. No one is against his desire to run for president. However, his ambition should not be marked on in such a way that it could cause disruption at different levels, such as the PDP Governors Forum, as well as different chapters of the party across the country. It clearly amounts to delusion of a grandeur for anyone or any man to nurse the idea that he owns or has more stake in the PDP and everyone should pander to him. We are all equal stakeholders in the party and are aggregates of the ideas, opinions, and contributions of all leaders and members should form the position of the party and not the view of one individual or a select few. While Governor Wike is free to use his resources as he deems fit in pursuit of his ambition, he should not attempt to cow, intimidate, cajole, and threaten others into doing his bidding. Those states cannot and will not be procured for anyone's personal ambition. What Nigeria needs now are strong democratic institutions and not strong men. That is why we will join the great leaders of our party across the country to build PDP into a strong, large, and indomitable party that will win next year's presidential election. Governor Wike and his collaborators, headed by Chief Dan Obi in Edo State, will not succeed in destabilizing the PDP in Edo State as they did other states like Cross River just to secure delegates to actualize his alleged personal ambition to run for presidency in 2023. In Edo, we don't accept political bullies and overlords, and historically, we have demonstrated our capacity to unshackle ourselves and dethrone bullies and high-handed leaders. I appeal to all well-meaning leaders of our great party to call Governor Wike to order to desist from his current unguarded and disruptive tendencies. From all indications today, PDP is set to take over the leadership of Nigeria, provided we can rein in the self-interest of a few leaders to put the task of rescuing Nigeria above their personal ambitions. Well, the same thing you are accusing Wiki of doing is the same thing you are doing, because if really you don't even like the way he spoke, you'd have called him to order, but all of you are coming to media. What you think that he ought to have called you as the governor, he didn't call you, but you ought to have even showed maturity, because at the end of the day, we know that all of you are just the same. You are not you are not for the interest of the masses, but let us even judge your case like that. Since people have brought it like that, let us judge it. If you are accusing of a what is this man's name, Wike, of coming to the pages of newspaper and be lambasting your deputy, you ought to have shown him kind of a maturity by you going to him, not even telling us again and again. Your deputy that you are talking about, you expect somebody to tolerate your deputy, but you don't want to tolerate other people. If you think because your deputy was a national chairman or be whatever of a student, whatever, that is how they talk, that he needs to understand. You too, you need to understand Wike. That is the kind of person too. You want him to tolerate and understand this thing. If the chairman of the party understand it from a different way, Wike is a different species, because what you are accusing of Wike of doing is what you yourself are doing. You are supposed to have met with him. No, you don't have to say this, and nobody will hear, and it will die down. He will not even talk again. But now you are coming, all of you are escalating the whole thing, and you expect somebody to understand Shaibu the way he talks. No wonder when Oshibajo, because people were wondering when Oshibajo came to Edo State, I think last month or so, he said, oh, they are going to support Oshibajo. Who does that? And you are in APDP. I could remember you are saying Wike is this. How many of the people you are talking about that they are stakeholders that really rescued you people? Was it not the same Wike that you have been going to go and be meeting? You were meeting when Oshomole was dealing with you. Now it has gotten to the level where all of you are stakeholders and all of that. So una matter e get I be. Honestly, e get I be. E get I be. Well, you now have mouth to talk. If not for him, APC was ready to disgrace you. Or they had already disgraced him. Disgrace you out of office like a baby. Stop talking nonsense on media. Go behind closed doors and get issues resolved. That is what mature politicians do. Exactly. You see what I'm saying? Well, Adams Oshomole was right after all about Obaseki. Now we can see what he was bitter about. Most times I'm disappointed the way some of your friends and youth talk. The party PDP a personal property for Governor Wike. The problem with us is we forget so fast in life. There's a way a leader is supposed to speak in public. The way this issue is going, if care is not taken, PDP will lose 2023 election. I respect Governor Wike of Rivers State, but let him trade with caution. Governor Obaseki is a man with high wisdom. He can pull out the carpet on the feet APC party, and members are happy what is happening to PDP. What is happening? Well, he's not only a bully, he's also a killer of Igbo settlers in his state. So guys, let's hear your opinion and let's have your take on this.